Hi, Terry here. I'm just popping on right quick to say that the police in Moscow, Idaho, have arrested, or I guess the police in Pennsylvania, in the Poconos, have arrested a suspect, and he will be charged with first-degree murder of the 4 students in Idaho. Sounds like this guy, uh, like I said the other day, I think they had him on their suspect radar. They were following him apparently and chose to arrest him early this morning at like 3 o'clock in the morning because generally they SWAT teamed and all that. So generally, they do it at a time when the suspect is least likely to resist. So but I just wanted to pop on and say I'm so relieved and so grateful for those families out in Idaho. And now we can kind of do a deep dive in this case as soon as we learn more about the suspect and the facts leading to his capture. My guess is he was a PhD student, at least. I don't know if he had defended his dissertation yet, but in criminology, of all things, over at Washington State, which is about 10 miles as crow flies from Moscow, Idaho. It's right there on the border. So my feeling is that his interest became an obsession, and just as I said in my earlier video, he had a lot of rage built out in the fantasy surrounding, I think, serial and mass murder crimes in general. And we don't know yet whether he has exercised or expressed this rage before, but there are some unsolved cases in the area that resemble his modus operandi and look a lot like him. So I think that'll be interesting. They probably got him through fingerprints because when you, like when I became a lawyer, when I began law school and when I became a lawyer at the end of law school, I was fingerprinted and investigated by the FBI. They do that a lot of times for graduate students. So my guess is fingerprints got him, or familial DNA, because he doesn't have a criminal record at all that we know of. He just has I think a failure to wear a seatbelt violation. So I'm so relieved for the families, for the community of Moscow, Idaho. I say God bless you and God bless y'all, and God willing, this is it. He's the guy. He allegedly said when arrested, upon his arrest, he said, "Has anybody else been arrested?" So that's not a fact. That is just something I read on ABC News, I believe, and I've not checked it myself. I don't think we can. When somebody asked at the press conference whether that was true, they said, "We can't tell you." So I don't think we know yet. But that's interesting. And a lot of people were saying that Elway must be pretty smart. He's a PhD guy. Well, maybe, but maybe he's just a psychopath who studied stuff he was interested in actually doing himself and became the animal he was studying. The hunter became the prey, so to speak. It's just mind-blowing. But he's exactly who I thought he would be. Just a guy full of rage. Not a boyfriend, not a friend, certainly not those girls downstairs, the survivors. Just a crazy psychopath on a murder rage that likes murder, and likes to study it, and likes to study the aspects of criminology. So all that being said, we'll do a deep dive on this case. I'll do a complete recap and a complete sort of dissection of what we knew, what was speculated, what we didn't know, and what we know now. Until his court appearance in Idaho, Idaho can't release any of his information, the affidavit of probable cause, that sort of thing, that would tell us how he was caught and everything. I think that's kind of important. But the good news is that he's been caught. And if there are other people, hopefully to save himself, he would give them up. I don't know if there are other people. I don't think there are other people. But, I mean, there could be, I guess. It's pretty massive crime. So, they've caught him. And they've announced his arrest. And as I said the other day, I thought they were targeting a suspect. And they also found a car. They won't give any information about the car except that it was a Hyundai Elantra. But they did find that. And I don't know if it was in conjunction with finding the suspect or not, because they wouldn't answer that question at the press conference either. I can't yet stream because of a few technical difficulties and because I don't have enough people to do a live stream where I could have streamed the press conference. But you can bet your bippy that I'm going to be following this case, and that if there is a trial, that I'll certainly be streaming that. So, Happy New Year to everyone. I'll be back. I'm sorry I've been a couple of days off, but I'll be back with more crime and law and order. As we saw today, there is some order in the chaos. So we'll be back with that soon. Hopefully live when I figure that out. Okay, Happy New Year again. Bye.